Welcome to C.HR with Ariane Stewart. Today we are in a whole new location, but before we get into that, I want to introduce my guest for today, Dr. Katrina Banks with Neurologic Optimal Wellness Physical Therapy. She is the CEO and founder of the business. So excited to have you here today.
Thank you.
And I just want to, let you have an opportunity to introduce yourself.
Thank you, Ariane. This is an amazing opportunity, so I really appreciate this.
Yeah, thank you.
But a little bit about myself. I am Dr. Katrina Banks. I'm a physical therapist, Springfield, Massachusetts native, avid gym goer, gym rat. I love to work out.
Yeah, I've been seeing you posting, motivating the rest of us.
Oh, yes, definitely. Love to travel and love to help my people.
Awesome. I love it. So what got you into physical therapy? Like, when did you know that this was going to be the route you were going to take?
So I figured this out back in high school. So it's been almost 20 years now.
Yeah.
My aunt had a stroke while I was in high school, and she had this speech difficulty and was having trouble walking. And I was like really intrigued about what was going on. I had no idea. It was just really odd, weird. And we found out she had a stroke, so I was able to see her like with her physical therapy treatments, kind of see what they were doing, and then I also landed a shadowing internship at Bay State, where I was able to shadow a physical therapist and really see like what they do on a regular basis.
And you did that in high school, right?
Yes, I did this in high school.
Yeah, that's big.
So it was amazing, and I figured out right then and there. I was like, okay. I think I can see myself doing this and helping others.
Nice. Awesome. And where did you go to college?
Boy, I've been in school a while. So I started at the University of Massachusetts Amherst. I got my dual degree in kinesiology, which is the study of human movement.
Yeah.
And I also got a degree in psychology, which really works well with what I do.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then after graduating from UMass, I went to American International College. I got accepted into the master's program for physical therapy.
Awesome.
And then I ended up going to Temple University to further my education to get a doctorate in physical therapy.
Awesome.
So lots of schooling.
Yeah, for sure. So how many years was that altogether for you to...
7.
Okay. And I feel like, because I'm assuming psychology is not a requirement for PT,
It's
but
not.
it's something that I feel like probably should be, considering how much you're dealing with people.
Absolutely.
And like the states that they're probably coming to you in.
Absolutely.
So I think that's just really amazing, the amount of effort and like time you had to put into doing it, and I feel like you've been doing amazing since.
Thank
and I'm
you.
seeing like what you're doing constantly, and I love it. Do you have any advice for someone who's looking to get into physical therapy in general?
I would say do it because you want to help someone.
Yeah.
You're dealing, as a physical therapist, you're dealing with a lot of people that has their life changed, whether it be a car accident or a stroke. Something's changed where they are not able to go to work, or they're not able to take care of their family.
Yeah.
You have to be that passionate person that's willing to help them. You got to have patience as well. So don't do it just for the money. Do it because you want to do it and help that person along.
Awesome. And then what about advice for people who are specifically trying to open up their own practice and like taking that next step?
I would say do it. For one, it's very scary.
Yeah.
But it's just having that freedom of working for yourself and providing the quality care for yourself is an amazing feeling. I've been in this field for 13 years, and I've worked in very many different settings, and I just noticed that, I was just one person that was generating revenue, which is what we're supposed to do.
Yeah.
But if you're expected to see 13 people in a day, how are you really providing quality care?
Exactly. Yeah.
So going into business is you're able to make your own rules. You're able to, set your goals for what you want for your clients and actually create a result for them. I didn't feel like I had that opportunity working for someone else.
Yeah, you felt like you were kind of just speeding through your day,
I was.
trying to hit numbers instead of really helping. Yeah, because I guess physical therapy just shouldn't be metrics based, really. It should be more like...
Sorta. Metrics based in regards to like having someone meet their goal, but not as far as seeing 8 or seeing 13 people in a day.
People,
That's
yeah.
not where it should be.
Right. How many, or how long, I should say, are your appointments usually? Is it range?
Usually between 45 minutes to an hour.
Oh, yeah. So seeing
Which
that's
is-
impossible. For that many people.
Working for another person.
Yeah.
They want you to see, 13 people, and
Mm-hmm.
you get 8 to 15 minutes with that person. So how much are you really helping this person?
Yeah.
I get to know your name. I know why you're there. I might do a quick assessment, get you to the chair, and then I decide where you're going next. You going rehab, you going home.
Yeah.
At least with what I do now, I can spend time with you. I can ask questions. I can get to know your social history,
Yeah.
and really implement that into your plan of care
Mm-hmm.
for the goals that you want to do to get better back into the community.
Right.
So working for myself has been A+, I have to say.
Awesome. Did you feel like you had a lot of clients, like when you left working for another place? I don't know if it's something you can talk about, but did you have a lot of clients that like followed you to your own practice?
Not really, because before I opened the practice, I was doing traveling physical therapy. So I traveled the country. I landed, my last travel gig was in Worcester. So I made connections there where I have people referring to me.
Yeah.
But as far as like
Keeping they're a distance away from
Yeah.
you now. Right. Okay. So also, like, how do you go about like the marketing for something like this and getting new clients? It's very specific. You're working with people who specifically suffer from neurological disorders, diseases. So how are you connecting with that demographic?
So I'm mainly talking to a lot of doctors'
Okay.
offices. Like I have a connection with the MS clinic in Worcester.
Okay.
So I've literally met with the entire team, and I talked to them about what I do and how I can service their patients.
Yeah.
So I do a lot of that. I'm still working on my marketing. That's not my strong area, I have to say. But because I feel like not a lot of people know what neurophysical therapy is. So I feel like a lot of education. I feel like I have to show people the value in it. So I'll do a lot of marketing via talking to the other doctors. I do have a social media. I have Facebook. I have Instagram.
Yeah, I feel like you do good with marketing.
I do my
Honestly,
best.
I feel like your website is beautiful and
Thank
super
you.
professional and very easy to follow.
Thank you.
And I think I saw when I was on the website too how you have like the new patient checklist. Like I feel like it's just very straightforward, which is how websites should be. So kind of getting into what you're talking about with marketing, I feel like a lot of the marketing you've done is through community. So like I met you through the ABBP, the Association of Black Business and Professionals. I'm always talking about them in these episodes. So do you feel like organizations like that and just building with community has helped you?
Absolutely, because I've met people on the board that have connections that can connect me to other people. So that's super important, that networking component. And with the association, their goal is to help promote professionals and small businesses. So that's something that I want to jump on that bandwagon. To be able to help other people, but also that helps me too as a small business owner.
Yeah. Did you feel like there's a certain time period where it's like, okay, I have to really hunker down and focus on my business versus the networking piece, or did it always kind of coincide for you?
I think I had to hunker down for a little bit on the business because you really need to create your foundation. Yeah. So if you don't have that, what's the point of networking? You know what I mean? So you have to build your foundation, create your processes, your systems, and then that networking comes in because now you're like, all right, well, I need X, Y, and Z. Yep. I need to talk to this person. I need to talk to the banker.
So
I need
you
to
have
talk
like
to
a
a
real
lawyer.
plan instead of just talk. It's nice to talk to everybody, but sometimes it's like, all right, what are we really getting out of this?
Exactly.
When you're there for that goal.
So once you have your plan down, once you have your foundation, then you're like, all right, well, I need some money. I need some capital. So go talk to the banker. Yep. I have this legal issue. Let me go talk to the lawyer. So you need to know what your focus on your foundation first, and then the networking will come along.
Awesome.
Absolutely.
So what do you have coming up? Do you have any community events or anything specifically in the pipeline coming up?
Any real community events at the moment. Right now I'm in transition of like hiring new people in the business and moving to a bigger space.
Yes.
So I'm excited about that in the new year.
Yes, awesome.
So no community events at this time, but in the near future.
Oh yeah, they're coming. They're coming. We're working on them behind the scenes, you guys.
Oh yeah.
So the next part I want to get into is like just like family and friends. Who do you feel like have been like your biggest supporters?
I would say my family.
Yeah.
My sisters and my niece. I call them my day ones. Like they've always been there. They're always cheering me on, even if days are not so great, but they're like, you know what, you got to keep going.
Yeah.
So they're always my biggest supporters.
That's
and
awesome.
It's just been great.
Awesome. So has your family always been on board with you going
Absolutely
for physical therapy as a focus?
Absolutely.
Awesome. Yeah. It's a very, I mean, like, who wouldn't be proud of you being a doctor? Like, that's easy. Dr. Katrina Binks. So I want to talk about where we are today. So we're at Six Bricks. Six Bricks is a dispensary located at 1860 Main Street.
Awesome.
And it's newly opened. I want to give a big shout out to our CEO, Peyton Schubrick, for letting me film here today. And I want to get into that because I want to see how you feel about the connection for physical therapy, what your clients go through, and cannabis. So do you feel like cannabis is something that you would recommend to your clients, or you're comfortable with your clients using for like pain relief and things like that?
So I know that I'm a doctor of physical therapy, but I'm not able to like prescribe medication.
Right. Yeah.
But I do deal with a lot of clients that have pain. And oftentimes they will come to me and ask, what do you think about cannabis? And I'm like, well, if it's working for you and your doctor says it's okay, why not? Awesome. And I do have quite a few people that are using cannabis, and they have pretty good results.
That's
so
good.
If it's working,
then why not? Yeah, exactly. I love it. I love it. Thank you for that. I feel like it's something that we have at this dispensary that I think is really cool is that we actually have a section where you can meet with nurses. Nice. So if you're coming in here, and even though we are a recreational dispensary, but if you're dealing with like chronic pain or anything like that, you can sit down with someone.
Awesome.
And kind of just get some advice on what you should use, what strains you should be using to help with
That's
your
very
pain.
Cool. Yeah. That's needed.
Yeah, for sure. You just need guidance. You can't just be picking up anything and everything and think it's going to work. So where can people find you and follow up with what you're doing?
So you can find me on Facebook. It's NeuroPT Now. That's my Facebook handle. On Instagram, it's Neurologic Optimal Wellness PT. I know it's a very long name. You can find me at my website at www.neuroptnow.com. And you can always reach out. I'm at 98 Lower Westfield Road at Venture X currently, so
awesome. Okay.
Kind of cool.
Nice. And do you want to talk at all about like where you're planning on moving next, or is that a surprise for everybody? They got to follow you to find out.
Yeah, they have to follow me to find out.
Okay, sounds good. Sounds good. So you guys got to check out the website, social media handles, everything to get more information. Well, thank you so much, Katrina.
Thank you.
I really appreciate it. I also want to give a shout out to the board that we are both on.
Yes.
The Association of Black Business and
Absolutely.
Professionals. It's an organization where business owners, working professionals come together to network and increase the visibility of their own businesses, of where they're working, and really share resources. So make sure you check them out as well. And that has been C.HR with Ariane Stewart. And thank you so much, Dr. Katrina.
Thank you. I appreciate this opportunity.
Awesome. All right. And we'll see you next time.